Touchstone Students Book, Level 3, Page 2, Unit 1, The Way We Are. Lesson A, People in a Hurry. 1. Getting started. B. Listen and take the quiz above. For each item, circle A or B. Do you need to slow down? Take this quiz to find out. 1.
When I walk down the street, A. I walk very fast and use the time to make phone calls. B. I enjoy the walk and look at the things and people around me.
2.
When I go out to lunch with friends, A. I eat quickly so that I can get back to my work. B. I eat slowly and I enjoy the food and conversation.
3.
When there's a family event, A. I often have to miss it because I have too much to do. B. I try to plan my time well so that I can attend the event.
4.
If traffic is heavy and some people are driving a bit recklessly, A. I honk my horn a lot. I get mad easily in bad traffic. B. I automatically slow down and try to drive carefully.
5.
If I'm waiting at the airport and find out that my flight is delayed, A. I get impatient and complain to the people behind the counter. B. I wait patiently. I read something or make a few phone calls.
6.
If I'm in a hurry and think people are talking too slowly, A. I sometimes interrupt them to finish their sentences. B. I listen quietly and wait for them to finish before I talk.
7.
If I play a game or sport with friends, A. I take the game seriously and I feel very bad if I lose. B. I think it's nicer to win than lose, but I don't feel strongly about it.
8.
If I get an assignment with a very tight deadline, A. I get very stressed. I hate it when I don't have time to do a job properly. B. I work hard to do the best I can in the time I have.
Mostly A answers? It's time to slow down and enjoy life more. Try to plan your time differently. Make more time for family, friends, and fun. Mostly B answers? You're balancing work and play nicely. Just keep the balance right. Page 3. 2. Grammar. Adjectives versus manner adverbs. Adjective plus noun.
I'm a patient person.
He's not a good singer.
He's a fast driver.
She's a careful driver.
Verb plus manner adverb.
I wait patiently in lines.
He doesn't sing very well.
He drives very fast.
She drives carefully.
Regular ly adverbs.
Patient. Patiently.
Careful. Carefully.
Easy. Easily.
Automatic. Automatically.
Irregular adverbs.
Good. Well.
Late. Late.
Fast. Fast.
Hard. Hard.
Be, feel, get, etc. plus adjective.
I'm patient.
His voice sounds terrible.
He gets reckless sometimes.
I feel safe with her.
But
I feel strongly about it.
Page 3. 3. Speaking naturally. Questions giving alternatives. A. Listen and repeat the questions above. Notice how the intonation rises in the first question and falls in the second question.
Are you usually on time for class? Or do you often arrive late?
Page 3. 3. Speaking naturally. Questions giving alternatives. B. Now listen and repeat these questions. Then ask and answer the questions with a partner. 1.
Do you do homework assignments carefully, or do you just do them quickly?
2.
Do you learn new English words easily? Or do you have to work hard at it?
3.
Do you usually do well on tests? Or do you just get passing grades?
4.
Do you practice English regularly outside of class? Or do you just use it in class?
5.
Do you see things differently from your classmates? Or do you share their opinions?
6.
Do you listen to class announcements carefully? Or do you ignore them?
Page 4. Lesson B. Personality and character. 1. Building vocabulary and grammar. A. Listen and read. Who do these people admire? Why? Who is someone you really admire? Jessica Davis.
My English teacher. She's incredibly talented and creative. And she has a great sense of humor. She's pretty disorganized, though. She forgets something almost every class, but her classes are absolutely wonderful.
Mike Kowalski.
I really admire a guy in my karate class. He's extremely competitive, but when he wins, he's not arrogant like some of the other guys. He's not very outgoing, so some people think he's unfriendly, but I think he's basically just shy.
Brian Ewan.
I think my dad's a pretty cool guy. We get along really well. He's fairly easygoing and laid back, and he's very practical and down to earth, so he always gives me good advice. Also, he's completely honest with me. I can trust what he says.
Emilia Perez.
My friend Louisa. She's so helpful and generous. I mean, she's always doing things for other people. She's not selfish at all. And she's totally reliable. If she says she'll help you with something, she does. You can always count on her.
Page 5. 2. Grammar. Adverbs before adjectives and adverbs. Use incredibly, extremely, very, really, and so to make some adjectives and adverbs stronger.
She's incredibly talented.
She's extremely generous.
He's a really cool guy.
We get along very well.
Use pretty and fairly to mean more than a little.
He's pretty easygoing.
He's fairly laid back.
Use absolutely or really, but not very, with adjectives that are already very strong.
She's absolutely wonderful.
He's really fantastic.
The expression at all makes negatives stronger.
She's not selfish at all.
Completely and totally mean 100%.
He's completely honest.
She's totally reliable.
Adjective prefixes.
Patient. Impatient.
Considerate. Inconsiderate.
Friendly. Unfriendly.
Reliable. Unreliable.
Honest. Dishonest.
Organized. Disorganized.
Page 5. 3. Listening and speaking. People I admire most. A and B. Listen. Who do these people admire? John.
Who do I admire? I guess I'd say my best friend. Yeah, my best friend Max. I guess I admire him because he has a lot of problems, but he's always smiling, you know? He has a great sense of humor. And, we have a lot in common. Like, we're both pretty outgoing. I mean, we like going to parties and things. But we're different in other ways. Like, he doesn't get stressed easily. He's like totally laid back. Me, I'm always stressed. I'm not relaxed at all.
Marina.
Ooh, good question. My sister. She's really generous. I mean, she's always helping people. Like, she volunteers at a hospital on weekends and everything. We're very similar in some ways. Like, we're both into sports, and we're extremely competitive. Yeah, we both try really hard to win. But I guess she's pretty disorganized. You know, she doesn't always plan things well, and I am pretty organized.
Hiroyuki.
Someone I admire? My art teacher. He's an extremely talented artist. I mean, his work is totally awesome, but he's very generous with his time. I guess we don't have a lot in common. We both take art pretty seriously. I mean, we both work incredibly hard to get our paintings just right. But I think our personalities are completely different. Like, sometimes he gets really impatient, but I'm fairly patient and easygoing.
Page 6. Lesson C. He's always wasting time. 1. Conversation strategy. Describing individual habits. B. Listen. What's Ellie's new coworker like? How is he different from her last coworker?
Hey, how are you getting along with your new coworker? He seems extremely friendly. He's always smiling.
You mean Jim? Well, yeah, he is, but he never does any work. He's always disturbing people. It drives me crazy. You know, he's always standing around and talking.
Well, at least he's pleasant.
Yeah, and he's not always criticizing people like that last guy.
Yeah, he was pretty bad. He was always talking about people behind their backs.
I mean, at least Jim's not like that. But he's always wasting time.
You mean like we're doing right now?
Page 7. 2. Strategy plus. At least. Add at least to each comment. Listen and check. Do you know anyone like these people? Tell a partner. 1.
My girlfriend's always running behind, but at least she calls to say she'll be late.
2.
My best friend is always borrowing my clothes. At least she returns them in good condition.
3.
One of my classmates talks about himself a lot. At least his stories are always interesting.
4.
My roommate sleeps all the time, but at least she doesn't snore. Thank goodness.
5.
My parents and I see things differently. At least we don't have big fights or anything.